Hey folks, welcome back to Reus 2, and welcome back to Marabou Upsilon, where last time we completed our 3-star Iron Age and got started on our Knights and Castles Age. Let's dive in, and let's get started trying to achieve our goals for this era. So, for Castles and Knights, the first thing we need is to have the Inventor have 10 population, the Goddess have 10 science, and the Botanist have 10 gold. That is going to be a bit of a challenge as they don't specialize in any of those things. We do have 3 drafts to help us out. We've already drafted the rainforest, we've already drafted the desert once, so we have level 1 drafts for the ocean and rainforest. I think we are going to want to make use of our upgrade charges, our micro slots, and potentially purchase some more things. We can purchase another micro slot, we can purchase more Eon, we can get a border booster, we can get another upgrade charge. Add the cuddly pets and stew luxuries on the same planet. I got an achievement there. Okay. So it looks like we've got 2 projects available as well. No, 3 actually. And then theoretically, we have these quests. So if we get the Goddess to 10 science, that might push our prosperity high enough to achieve another draft charge and another upgrade charge. I also want to thank... I think it's World something. There was a commenter who explained something to me. Let me check. Let me go to my YouTube channel here and check my comments. So let's see. Yes, World Burger 01 explained to me something that I didn't understand, which is that when you place a bioticum in an empty slot, it costs 5 Eon, but when you replace an Eon in a slot, it only costs 1. So replacement is cheap. And I didn't realize that. I thought it was costing 5. Anyway, why don't we start with the Goddess Town? Let's see what state she's at. And whether we can get her enough science to meet the very first requirement here. So, the Goddess has 7 science. Ultimately, we're going to want to get that to 18. So we want to put a lot of work into science here. So right now, she's got 1... Unfortunately, they keep expanding in ways I don't really want them to. She's got 1 rainforest tile, 2 desert tiles, and 2 ocean tiles. We kind of want them to expand out to this deep ocean, I think, probably, rather than another rainforest tile, because that leaves room for Lushfort to expand a little bit. And that deep tile there can have some really good stuff on it if we draft it correctly. So, let's take a look at where we're at here. We've got 3 food, 7 science, 12 wealth, and 33 prosperity. They've got the chateau, plus 35 science for each distinct construction bioticum within the borders. That's her unique castle for this era. Exalted, this is her ability. We gain 5 wealth and 2 food for each mystery within the border. So we're not really interested in those benefits, except in terms of prosperity, maybe. And then the Overseer, this is Legacy. We got 120 gold in the Legacy slot here. Okay. We don't have any of her emblems. Her emblems are based on population, which we're not going to be working on, so we shouldn't really expect to get any more population. We do have the Cuddly Pets invention and a trade route for furniture imported from Lushfort. Alright, so with all that in mind, we want construction bioticum for sure. And then let's take a look at what her project is going to be. So, unfortunately, the only one that has science is statue. So this is the one we have to have. So we're just going to go ahead and build it. So now we're looking for element biotica and construction biotica with a science base here. Let me just double check. Yeah, we want the Goddess to get up to 18 science. So we will go after the statue here. And then we'll consider what we can do. We'll work on the 1-star first. So I'm not going to go straight to 18 here. We'll work on the 1-star first. From the statue, we've got 4 biotica with element. So if we get 1 more, we get another 60 gold and 60 science. So I think the first thing we should do is place another element biotica to max out this statue. And if we take a look, we have 2 slots here in the rainforest, one of which is a mineral booster. And then we want them to expand out to this deep ocean if possible. So we'll have to think about how we do that. I think we start probably by seeing if we have a science mineral we can place in the rainforest. Let's take a look at our minerals. We do have iron, or flint, or stone. So we've got 3 options here. In terms of adjacencies, let's see. We get +5 science for each iron in the biome, available on all land biomes. So do we have another iron anywhere in the rainforest? We have 1 iron there. So we could set up 2 more iron, and we have to be careful about the exhaustive, so they can't be adjacent to each other. But we could put this down, and this would output 20 science, and then the mineral booster would pop that up to 30. So I think that's something to consider, especially because putting it here keeps it as far away from the other iron as possible. So I think we will do this, and then we'll look to place another iron somewhere. We can't place it... Actually, we can't place it there, but we could place it in the ocean here. But then it's not within the biome. So we might place it on this tile, and hopefully entice Lushfort to grow out in this direction. So we'll place that later, I think. And we'll focus on trying to get them to claim this ocean tile by placing some Biotica there. Let's take a look. They're disinterested. So if we put 2 out here, we should actually be able to entice them. I do think it makes sense to place the iron down here. That's going to be base of 20 compared to the Mudcrack. Now, the Mudcrack would add biodiversity here, which might be helpful in the future. And the Flint could get to 20, but the largest science output is from iron, and we need a lot of science. The largest potential output is iron. So I think we go ahead and place this iron here. That does get us quite... That does net us quite a bit because of the special project. All right, so not only did we meet our goal for the goddess, and what is this? That's hopefully a trade route? Yeah, trade mission, okay. Not only did we meet our 10 science goal for the goddess, we completed her quest here. So 5 more science gets us to 18. I would like to lure them out here. So let's see. We've already done one... No, we haven't done an ocean draft, so we could do an ocean draft. We could upgrade this if we needed it to be level 2 slots. In terms of micros, we don't have any yet, but we do have 2 micro charges. I would like to get this done and get them to build their borders here so that that's locked in. So I think we're going to place 2 items here. We need 2 science items. So let's look what's available. Ocean plants. Red algae will give us up to 20 science. The sea anemone will give us 10 science. And the white-plumed anemone could give us up to 30 science if we place it correctly. So we might want to go after that. In terms of animals, we don't have any science output, and minerals, we have coral rock and bedrock. So bedrock gets up to plus 15, but would add some biodiversity to this, which might be necessary. Coral rock can get up to 25 if adjacent to sets of animals and corals. So that's a coral. We could place an animal here if we drafted some sort of science animal, which we might want to get like a level 2 for. I think it's time to do a science draft here. We've got 4 drafts. Let's see if we can find some sort of science animal here. All right, so that's food, and gold. Those aren't great. There is nothing here that outputs science, so I think I am going to do a reroll. Yeah, there's literally no science here. Mystery doesn't help us either, so I think this is a reroll. Let's see. So we've got food. Okay, octopus has science. That's good. In terms of cohorts, there's some more science. Yeah. So octopus is the one for us, for sure. Let's get this unlocked. This is a 2-star... this is a 2-star... blah, blah, blah. Biotica. Outputs 10 science and 10 food. And then gets... If we can get up to 4 minerals in the biome, which would be tough, but we could replace some existing things. We can get this rock dweller benefit. We also get the chert. and the hydrothermal vents, both of which are 2 stars. Now, can these guys benefit from being next to each other? This counts as this does not count as a mineral. This counts as expanse. Can only be placed in the deep. Adds science and diversity if there are micros in adjacent biotica. Okay, this is really interesting stuff. Let's unlock this. And we're definitely going to use one of our upgrade charges here. Now, the one thing to think about is that if we place something here first and then upgrade it, we get a legacy charge. That would cost Eon, though. So is it worth doing that? I don't think so. Between the things we're planning to put here and the microcharges we're going to spend, I think we don't need the legacy. So we don't need to spend 10 Eon to gain legacy bonuses here. I think we just straight up upgrade this patch. Okay. So you're adjacent to this coral reef toxic sea anemone. Yeah, okay. So what we place here may be very important because it's gonna happen. It's gonna do something for these. Okay, we didn't get a benefit. We didn't get a bonus. So let's take a look at our 2 things we want to place. First of all, we want to place we got the octopus. That requires 4 biodiversity. We got the hydrothermal vents, right? So can only be placed in the deep, and then the octopus gains benefits from minerals. Okay, this could be a little challenging. We could get some benefits by putting things over here, but I don't think we'll expand that way. So what about, let's see, we've got bedrock and the white-plumed anemone. We would need more minerals to take full advantage of the bonuses. So, like, if we were going to place something here, it would probably be a mineral, right? For the octopus, if we get to 4 minerals in the biome, then we get another 60 science. So we probably place a mineral here, and then I don't think it matters the locations. Let's place down the vents. And we'll place down the octopus as well. Now that we place the vent, we have the 4 biodiversity. We need to place the octopus. Dog eat dog. Have used 10 unique predator biotica in your universe. Okay. So, is that enough to make you guys... Are you a border expander? You are a border expander. Excellent. Let's have you guys claim the deeps. That's what I wanted. Okay. So where does that get us? Let's see. Does that get us to 18 science? No. So, I think we can only afford to do one of these 2 things. I don't think we can get... I don't think we can get the bottom dweller bonus here. We would need 3 more minerals, which would cost 15 Aeon. That's really expensive. Whereas, if we just go after this micro benefit... We can boost our science with the micros and gain some base science bonuses, right? We can add biodiversity and... Well, this isn't that high. I guess it depends on what kind of micros we get. We have 2 micro charges. That's going to be gold. That's going to be food. That's going to be science. All right. Yeah, let's summon this guy. So there's one of our microcharges used, and let's take a look at what's available here. So, plus 7% science for each distinct tag on adjacent animal. Okay. So, let's see. We have 2 tags on this animal, and that's like the only animal we have. Output of 14. Output of 14. 14, 21, 42. So I'd love to put the micro on this, but there's no... there's no adjacent animals, and there's never going to be, I don't think. So... let's see. Maybe... well, no, we have to use it somewhere. I guess we'll come over here. Let's see what else we have. So we've got some animals here, but this isn't a science output. This is gold output. We could maybe replace this with... or we could put the redstone down. We've got the iron over here. If we had a couple of animals here, we could get plus 14 with like high tags on them. That might be good. We could put the micro there. So like, do we have a science animal for the rainforest? We have the parakeet, the pit viper, and the guinea pig. We don't. So if we had a science animal to place here with a bunch of tags on it, we could put the micro on the iron. But what is the benefit here? Is it for in the biome or in borders? No, it's adjacent biotica. So we need, oh, so we can only place it in these these three slots that are adjacent to this. Okay, okay. Let's come back and think about this some more. So... if we had another animal here, we could get 2 tags and then like a bunch of tags here with an animal. Then this, we could put this micro here, gain plus 7%. 7% is not a lot, but we're also getting more science from the origin of life. How close are we to 18 here? We need 4 more? Okay. Gold, mystery, biodiversity. So what could we place here? Another octopus? No, we can't place that. Let's see, you have 3 tags, you have 4 tags. Expanse, herbivore, critter, fish, prey, predator. So that gets us 6 times 7 is 42%, which is not a lot. It'd be like 4, something like 4 or 5. I don't know if we want to use that slot for something else. We could put the herring over here and then get the micro from that. We could also do another ocean draft to look for a better animal to put here, and maybe that's what we do. Well, no, hold on. We want to be careful. So, if we use our micros here, we can maybe get 20 more science. That's not quite enough. Whereas if we go after this and get the minerals, that is quite good, but the problem is the eon cost of doing that. I'm so torn. So to make the most of this micro, to make the most of this micro, we need an animal here. We don't have a great science animal. Any other adjacencies here? Not really. Okay, I think we just go after this, because we need prosperity as well. So the herring has 15 food. The clown... and it has 4 tags. The clownfish would be adjacent to the sea anemone here. So we'd get 20 gold plus a mystery. Whereas this gets us only 15, but it does get us an extra 7%. Which is better? I think 7% is like 1 science. Whereas this gets us 20 food and a mystery. So I think I go after the I think I go for the clownfish here. And then we slot the micro in. On the hydrothermal vents. So we're at 14 here, and after we slot the micro... it becomes 18. So yeah, we got 4 there. We need at least... We need 2 more micros, basically. So if we look at what we have... poison dart frog can only be placed in the rainforest. 8 mystery can only be placed in the ocean. That doesn't get us any science. And 25% gold only gets us gold. We need science, but this can only be placed in the ocean, so we might as well place it somewhere. Before we do that, let's use our other charge here. Let's look for micros here. We have another micro charge. Let's see what you do. So we got gold, mystery, and science. Plus 25% science is very nice. That can go on the white-plumed anemone. Yes. That'll get us another, let's see, half of 21, another 10 science. Plus, we then complete the hydrogeothermal vent thingamajig. That gets us to +1 here. Oh, it's adjacent biotica. Crap. I forgot again. So we need we need adjacent biotica. Yikes, that's a big mistake. Okay, so you have a slot and you have a slot. Let's just use some things we have here. Let's see. This can only be placed in the ocean, and then the other one we had is mystery and upgrade a mineral. Plus 50% gold if not adjacent to a plant biotica. Yeah, so that works here. But there's no gold on this. So it's totally useless. Here, at least. We can throw in a Viceroy butterfly for more mystery. I mean, ideally we would have 3 micros. So this one is adjacent to a plant, so that doesn't work. Straight up plus 25% gold could work on the clownfish. The krill can only be placed in the ocean. All right, let's get you on the clownfish. And then only ocean. Let's get 8 mystery on the sea anemone because it's adjacent to the vents. And then on the octopus, what do we got? We've got that can only be in rainforest. Over here, we've just got plane 4. That's plus gold. Hold on. We do have Origin of Life plus 2, so if we get 1 more, we get another 10 science. Yeah, let's put a Viceroy butterfly here on the octopus. Okay, so that's kind of the most we can do for right now. Let's see where she's at after that. That puts her at 16 science, and we've used up quite a lot of resources to get here. So you do have a few empty slots somewhere, right? You have empty slots over... You have 1 empty slot in the rainforest. What can we place here that gets us science? We need, like... We need 70 science-ish. Minerals. Flint is 20. Stone is 20. Another iron somewhere in the rainforest will boost us there. I think we go with stone here. That gets us 20 stone. Or 20 science, rather. I'm not sure. I'm not seeing how we get this to 18 unless we buy, like... Can we buy an upgrade charge? Yeah, for 15 wealth. A terraform charge could get us something. All right, let's stop working on this city for now. We're close to getting 18 for the 2 stars, but we're not quite there. And we need to focus on at least getting the 1 star first. Let's come over here to Lushfort. Lushfort had the least work of all of our cities here. I forgot about the castle, too. How does the castle work? Distinct construction bioticum within borders. I forgot about that. So we can get a bunch more science from placing more construction bioticum if we can get them to expand their borders. Right now, they're disinterested. We could, if we place 2 more, we could get them to expand further into the ocean, I think. So we'll think about that. We'll come back to that later. For you... You've got all this lovely rainforest. Okay. And what does your castle do? Let's see. Plus gold for each distinct gem bioticum within borders. Okay, and you need gold. Okay. In terms of getting you more science, none of this helps at all. So we'll come back to, well, let's think about this. What do we want to do here? Looks like growing population's the best way to get more prosperity. So we go with an algae farm or a regular farm, undergrowth bioticum or algae bioticum. What do we have right now in the rainforest here? So we have iron, tree, guinea pig, tree, medicinal. We don't have any undergrowth, I don't think. We do have room to place it. We could go after the woodcutter to get more trees, because we already have that. I think we'll probably go with woodcutter. Yeah, we'd probably go woodcutter here. Okay. So now we want to put gems within the borders if we can. And we might actually want to grow out to this desert tile because it's distinct gem bioticums, right? So we're gonna have limits on what we can do in the rainforest here. Let's take a look at our minerals. And then what micros do we have? What do we have for wealth? We have mystery, and then we have scarab, plus 50% gold if not adjacent to a plant. That's going to be powerful. And then this is plus 2 biodiversity and tag toxic, can be placed somewhere in the rainforest. So the biodiversity is nice. I think we want to optimize for this micros, this scarab micro. And then the mystery, what do you do for mystery? You gain food and science. So mystery doesn't really help us out with your objective either. All right, okay. Minerals. What can we place in the rainforest that gives us gold? Really only the amethyst? Yikes. All right, let's do a rainforest draft. We're looking for minerals, so jade is definitely it, I think. That's going to require 2 stars. Gets bonuses for distinct plants, and a 300% if it's unique in the biome. Yeah, jade is definitely the way to go here. Also comes with topaz and the rubber tree. Okay, so let's think about this. Where's the placement? We probably want it in this mineral booster. The problem is the gumbo limbo, because we want to use this micro. And if we place it here, it will be adjacent to a plant. So we might have to replace the gumbo limbo with something else. But for now, oh, you know what? We're going to lose this slot, aren't we, when we do the upgrade? Because we've got to go to level 2 for jade. So it sort of doesn't matter. Then in that case, we're probably better off upgrading this one right here. Let's upgrade this patch and place the jade and then figure out what else we can do. Okay, so we didn't get any boosters. We'll place the jade here. Not enough biodiversity. Okay. So we're going to want to place some sort of... What else did we have here? We don't want the rubber tree. We don't want any plants, actually, adjacent to this guy. So we're going to have to go after the parakeet and the pit viper. Pit viper gains gold if adjacent to a critter. Parakeet gains adjacent if it's gains gold if it's adjacent to a tree. So if we're placing our jade here, then we can't have a tree in any of these because we can't have a plant. So all of these need to be animals or minerals in order for the jade to use that micro effectively. Let's just place the jade. We need biodiversity. What is the requirement here? 4? So we need an animal or a mineral in these slots. In terms of animals, the parakeet gives gold, the pit viper gives gold. The tree is the problem. We can put the parakeet over here, I guess. Yeah, the parakeet can go here. And then we could maybe put the iron here. That gains a science, though. But it does boost science for the other people who are using it. Alternatively, we could put the topaz here. I think we go topaz, but it needs to be adjacent to a gem to get its full benefit. And the only other gem we have is the amethyst. Let's see. Which is better here, the amethyst or the topaz? We already have an animal here, so I think we go amethyst. That should get our biodiversity nice and high. All right, so now we can come over here and we can place... what was it? It was the jade. Yeah, the jade's going to go here. And we're going to slot that micro as well. Plus 50% on this is going to be insane. Okay, so this is producing... Oh, this gains benefits for each distinct plant in the biome. But we can't place... We don't want to place anything there, because the scarab gives it plus 50% if not adjacent to a plant. Why doesn't it have more... Why doesn't it have more plants? Distinct plants? We've only got 1, 2, I guess? Yikes. Alright. What does that get us to here? Alright, that gets us to 12 or 13. Just to 13. Alright. We need to finish up the 1 star. I'm already running low on Eon here. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get 3 stars on this Castles and Knights thing. Let's go over to the Inventor. Let's go to the Inventor's town and see if we can figure out how to get his population up. So, the Inventor only has 4 pop. We're going to need more food. Herbivores give him extra food. So, let's just place down as many herbivores as we can. And then you don't have a food project. Alchemist Hut is definitely the one. You need quite a bit of food. So what can we do for food here? We've got some slots here we can use. So let's see about those. So desert food. What do we have? So we have agave. That's really the only plant. Gets a benefit if it's adjacent to an animal. Doesn't count as empty. So we'd need 2 animals there. What do we have that gives food here? We've got the jerboa, the sand grouse, and the ostrich. I think we place down the sand grouse here because it counts as empty. And then we can place the agave here. That'll get us some food. We have the ability to get more micros if we want them. Let's speed this up. Okay. How's that doing for us? We need herbivores for sure. Okay. So where can we place herbivores? We've got 1 slot here. Trying to figure out if I'm breaking any adjacencies by placing things. We got 1 slot here. Let's put an herbivore here. Let's see what we have. The jerboa is an herbivore and gives us some food. It's near... There's a mineral in the bioticum, so... Alright, we'll place this. We're running out of Eon rapidly here. And then we could use some more herbivores. Where do we have more slots? We could replace some minerals with herbivores. That's cheaper than placing something new. Oh, wait, let's see. What are you going to do? You're going to get me to 10, I think. Alright, so there's the 1 star. The goddess is already 2 stars. So if we can get you to 18 food, and I think we can do that with some herbivores. How are you feeling about expanding? Yeah, if we put something just outside your borders... now, is this distinct herbivores? We've got 3. No, we want just 2 more herbivores. It doesn't matter if they're distinct. So, let's see what we can do here. We can place more guinea pigs. A parakeet counts. Parakeet counts as herbivore, and guinea pig counts as herbivore. Let's place those down. That's going to cost another 10 eon, but let's get them placed. They'll grow their borders out here. Okay, let's get the parakeet as well. And then we do have some micros around that we can play with. They're going to expand to encompass these guys. So we want... That's 2 more herbivores. Okay. What does that get us to? Does that get us to 18? Somehow I doubt it. We probably need to use a micro or 2 here, if we can. All right, we're at 14. Yeah, we're very close, but we're running out of stuff. So what I could do is use a draft charge to upgrade one of these slots. We keep the legacy bonus of the... So the problem with the legacy bonus is you don't keep the... You keep the raw science, but you don't keep the adjacency bonuses. So if I was going to get rid of something, if I was going to upgrade something, it'd probably be the Ramon tree and the flint here. Like we could do... Or I guess we could do these 2. The Ramon tree and the stone. They're not giving us any food. We'd keep the 19 science and 1 biodiversity, and we keep the 28 science here. But we would lose the adjacency. But I think we do a rainforest draft here and look for food. What do we got? So cassava is 20 with a bio booster. Comes with aquamarine, a jungle fowl. This could be good if we have surplus biodiversity here. We do have 6, actually. So that could be a good draft for us. The cassava. We don't need the helicona. I don't think we need the tapir either. Requires 6. Oh, that's a lot of food. Outputs 50 food and plus 50 for each plant in the biome. So if we did that, we're removing these, and then we have 1. We only have 1 plant. So it's not actually as good as it seems. Plus, we could use... did we get the full bonus of the castle here? Yeah, we've already got the full castle bonus, so we don't need another herbivore. Let's think about this. This is going to be 20, and then plus another... We have 4 biodiversity left over. I guess this adds 1, so that's 5. So 5 times 15 would be like 75, 95 food. And if we place this, we get 15. Not super great. So that's like a total of around 100. Whereas the tapir, we can get 150 if we place a second plant in that 2-star slot. What is this? Rambutan is a 3-star, outputs 10 food, extra 0.25 food for each gold in the adjacent bioticum with the highest gold, plus 100% food if there are no more than 1 other copies of this biotica in biome. That's rough. But, so every 4 gold in the adjacent bioticum with the highest gold gives it... an extra fruit? That seems like it wouldn't get that high. Like, if you had 100 gold, you could get 25 extra gold. And then you double that to like 70. That's not great. The tapir is pretty strong, though. And then we could get 20 food from this. Which is better? I think the tapir is the one we go for here. We do have 6 biodiversity in here, so it'll cost all of that to place this, but I think the tapir is the way to go. No, that's 3 stars. Hold on. So do we want to spend another... Where did I do my upgrade? We were going to do it here, right? We're going to remove these 2. So this lot would be adjacent to the Gumbo Limbo tree and the flint. Tapir gains benefits from that. Taro gains if adjacent to a biotic. Okay, I think this is what we want. And we're going to spend 2 upgrade charges to upgrade this patch. We're going to lock in the legacy here and replace it with food. So It's going to cost us another 10 Eon. We're getting really down to the nitty-gritty here. Let's upgrade this twice. Because we're trying to place a 3-star Bioticum. This area has no slots that can be upgraded. Wait, what? How do I get to... Oh, I can't place it till the 3rd era. God damn it. Oh, I can't place it to the 3rd era. Oh, that's... Damn it. That's a big mistake. What can I place then? You're 3 stars. Son of a bitch. Oh, that's brutal. And I can't upgrade this till the final era. Okay. Well, what micros do we have? This can give us some biodiversity, plus science. What could I buy here? I could definitely buy a feature here. I mean, what are we gonna place? In terms of plants, the rambutan is 3 stars, so we can't place that. In terms of animals, you can go parakeet, pit viper, guinea pig. And then minerals, yikes. We can't do another rainforest draft either. Man, I really screwed the pooch with that. So we gotta just place whatever we can here. It's a complete waste of my upgrade charge. I mean, what can I put? I suppose theoretically I could draft one of these and find something that works for Rainforest too, but that's pretty rare. That seems unlikely to be happening. All right, so papaya tree gains 20 food. Taro gains 20 food. I mean, that's like the best I can do right now. Because minerals aren't going to give me jack in terms of food. I guess I could be looking at mystery. What does mystery do for you? Gives you science, which I don't care about. Okay. Yeah, so I guess we're just placing a couple plants here. We'll go papaya tree. And then we'll go taro root or whatever. What does that get me to? Does that get me to 15 or 18? No, it gets me to 16. Which means I'm gonna definitely need more Eon here to finish. We'll see. We'll have to think about saving up our purchasing power for Eon. Looks like the one we want to buy first is population because it's the cheapest. And again, with population, that gets us 10 more. So I need to replace some stuff here. And the problem is, all right, so we gotta replace things. Oh, they've grown out to the border here. That's interesting. Hold on. There's a booster here, plus 50% primary yield. All right, what do we have with huge food for the desert? No minerals give food. Animals, we have... Ostrich could theoretically get up to 30. Sandgrouse is 20. Gerbeau is 15, so one of those animals could do it. We could do another draft charge here looking for desert food, and I think we will. All right. These are 3 stars. So, what is this? That's gold. That's gold as well. There's no real food here. Yeah, we need a reroll. Okay, date palm could be it. That's only 2 stars. Comes with the armadillo, which can theoretically get up to 40 food. Desert salt is actually pretty damn decent. So Plus 15 food for each distinct barren bioticum in the biome, and then double food if it's near empty slots. Also comes with the olive tree, which is really strong. Counts as barren. I think desert salt might be it. Between the olive tree and the salt, I think we could do some good work here. Armadillo... Well, maybe I should do the math here. So this is 25 plus 40 for each adjacent bioticum that has a base gold yield. And then if we're adjacent to undergrowth... I don't think we can do both of these. You know what? I think it's desert salt. I think I'm just going to take this. And we're going to upgrade this slot. It sucks to lose the bio booster, but I can't afford to put something in and then boost it, and then... Like, I need all my Eon. Okay, so these are straight up two slots now. Okay. So... The desert salt... If it's adjacent to 2 empty slots, so this counts as barren. The mudcrack counts as barren. And I think the cohort plant counts as barren as well. Yeah, it counts as an empty slot. If adjacent to a plant bioticum, which would be here. Yeah, so we go olive tree here. And then we go desert salt right there. And I think that gets us to 18. We have a micro to play with as well. This is just mystery. What do we have here? Science. Biodiversity. Alright, let's see. Yeah, 150 food from that, and... Oh, it's minus 40 if adjacent to a plant. Damn it. That was such a waste. We gotta replace this with something else. That counts as barren. Wild. Sagebrush. Yeah, we gotta put this down here, which sucks because it means it's the same as using... Let me see if I even need to do this. You're at 19 food. All right, we're done with you. You're done. So we've got 18 on the inventor, 18 on the goddess. We just need to get the botanist to... And then we've already got 180 prosperity. If we get the botanist to 18, we get our 3-star thing. Perfect. Okay. How are we going to do that? You're at... No, it's not you. It's Lushfort. You're at 13 gold. We need 5 more gold for you. Do you have empty slots? You have empty slots over here that we need to deal with. Okay. So we have some micros. We can potentially get a feature here. So what are your features? Hold on, terraforming. So you can terraform and create a creek. Plants on both sides of the creek gain 50% on all yields. What do we have? Do we have any plants that are giving gold? You give science, and you give science. So that feature doesn't help us. Creating a sanctuary, the number of micro slots is doubled. When placing a non-emblem micro in a sanctuary, it's placed twice. And then you can create the mountain. Mountain adds 3 slots above the top row. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Like, would I create a mountain here? I don't have a lot of Eon to play with. So yields for plants doesn't help us get gold. What was the other thing? The sanctuary? Number of micro slots here is doubled when placing a non-emblem micro here in the sanctuary. It's placed twice. All right. In terms of our... We're running pretty long here, but I think I can finish this. That's plus diversity. Sorry, where is your city? You're this guy. You get, yeah, food and science, which I don't need. Do we have any plants that give gold? That's plus science, that's plus science, that's plus... I mean, that's good for biodiversity, for sure. In fact, I think we'll just go ahead and place this on, like... I'm not sure what to place it on. Because we might be replacing something. What plants do we have? Any plants give gold? No. If I bought a draft, I could do desert. Or no, I could do ocean. That doesn't help me. Oh, we're so close. I gotta figure this out. Animals that give gold. That's 3 stars. So we could do a parakeet. We could do another parakeet. We could do a pit viper. Parakeet and pit viper. And then... topaz... and amethyst. You need to be unique... and not adjacent to a plant. So these 3 have to be plants or have to be minerals or animals. You count as a gem, so we can place the topaz next to you, like here. Amethyst gains benefit from animals as well. Let's place the topaz. Should we? We don't have another draft. We could buy another draft, but it doesn't help us. We're not going to have adjacency with a critter or a tree. So... got 2 gems here. I guess we place more topaz. That's another 35 plus 35. Like, we can place that there, right? What does that get us to? It gets us to 16 almost. All right, we need to use our micros. This is going to be an hour-long episode. Sorry, guys. I got to finish this. That doesn't help us. None of these really help us. This is good for biodiversity. We'll get some prosperity from that, maybe a little bit of wealth. I feel like we got to place the frog somewhere and just get rid of it. So, for now, I'll put it on the gumbo limbo, I guess. And then we need to buy another microcharge. And... let's see. Scarab is the signature thing, right? We didn't get... What is your signature thing? That's food, and your signature thing is science. So I guess we're gonna... We don't need the Viceroy butterfly. Let's get some new ones. Who's got plus gold? Primary yield. Upgrades a mineral. That's good. Another 50% gold if not adjacent to a thing. And plus 20 gold and tagged barren. Can only be placed in desert. Okay, so... our biggest producer is the jade. We've already got the scarab on it. We can upgrade that with termites, I think. Can I replace that? No, it needs an empty slot. Okay. Well, we could do sanctuary here, actually. Actually, let's do the sanctuary, right? Terraform to create the sanctuary. We need a terraform charge. Okay. So now, number of micro slots here is doubled. And when placing a non-emblem micro in a sanctuary, it's placed twice. All right. We've got to get that on this jade. So, create a sanctuary. Let's go. I think this is it. I think this does it. Okay, so this is a sanctuary, which means now you have another slot, and when I place this, it gets placed twice, I think. I'm not sure if it'll overwrite that or double this, but plus 100% primary yield. Let's see. Let's see it happen here in the sanctuary. Goes up to 220. Okay. What else have we got? Plus 50% if not adjacent to a plant. We can get more gold from this. I think we go ahead and do that. And it gets placed twice, right? Yeah. Nice. Okay. And there we go. Finally. Wow, that took a long time. That was very challenging to get this 3-star Knights and Castles era. But it is completed, so we've succeeded in our objective. I did make a mistake forgetting that I wouldn't be able to get a level 3 slot until the 3rd era. I'm trying to remember where we didn't actually make it. We have some level 3 biotica. Next era, this is going to be our first time going into the 3rd era. We'll be able to get some level 3 slots for the first time. Okay, let's wrap up Castles and Knights here and see the final cutscene. By the way, one thing I noticed, if you click this and complete the era, the whole cutscene is darkened. Like, make sure you undo that before you finish an era. Crimson Castle, a mighty fort. The goddess, Duke of Lone Dune City, approaches. Botanist, Count of Leshfort II. He points out their different values to each other. Says, I'm the inventor. I'm the greatest. And outcome the catapult shots from inside the fort to kill off the enemies. The inventor stands victorious. Okay. Castles and Knights is completed. 3 stars. We gain 2 aspect charges, a draft charge, a micro charge. Very nice. And we get our first 3rd era. So, we've qualified for Calm Era, the Age of Horror, the Solar Punk, the Space Race, or Sludge Corps. I think I want to do either Solar Punk or Space Race. You know what, let's see what this is about. Food and production on the planet. Help the botanist. He's kind of in the weakest spot. What about Space Race? Yeah. This is the one for us. All right, so this is a hard era. We might not get 3 stars here, but we'll try. Anyway, that is going to be it for this time, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for this Knights and Castles era. Hope you enjoyed it. When we come back next time, we'll get started on the Space Race and try and make our way to the stars. We'll see you then. Take care.